How's it going, guys? I hope that you're having an awesome week. In today's video, you're gonna see me go through a number of blunders, all the way from trying to leave the house, blowing out tires, getting lost, setting up my tent in the wrong spot. My truck was having issues, even down to the editing of this video. I lost so much footage, but I felt like this was a really good opportunity to share a message with you guys. If you're new to the channel, my name's Max, and on this channel I share my experiences and I try to motivate and inspire you guys to get out there, try new things, and enhance your life. Over the years, I've picked up a lot of principles and I've applied them to my life, and it's allowed me to become financially free, have a really fulfilling life and a happy family, and that's exactly what I want for you guys. And I feel like there's just not enough mentors out there for young men like me who want more out of life. If you watch till the end of this video, I'm certain that it's going to enhance your life, it's going to better your day, and that you're going to get something from this. If you do, please hit that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Then consider subscribing. That really helps me out a ton.
Wait. Oh, yes. What is that? Camera.
Keep working on that lawn. You're doing good. I really like the way it's turning out. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a fantastic day. I can already tell because the weather's beautiful. I'm hungover. Everything's loaded. I feel great. You know when you just wake up and you're like, whoa. It's one of those days. But I got the crawler loaded up. I'm super excited to be taking the Sasquatch out. It was on the chopping block. If you've been keeping up with the channel, where I went through my whole stable of toys, one of the things that was definitely considering selling was this crawler. I don't know if I have it in me, man. It's got my logos all over it. Jaden did such a good job, and I feel like there's just still like unfinished business with this thing. We haven't quite done enough with it, you know? Shut up. I have to drive through the yard right now. Here we go, out we go. Just towing this crawler's getting me excited. I'm headed to Browns Camp, Oregon for an event with my good boy, my boy Tim, put on by Rockstar Garage. It's called the American Crawl. And so naturally I decided to bring my crawler. And so that's where we're going. It's be about 2 hours and 40 minutes of driving. And I'm gonna be camping out there for a couple days. That was a weird noise. I think it's gonna be a good time. It's chirping at me back there. You gotta be kidding me, man. I made it fucking 15 minutes and I got a blown tire. Ugh, it's cooked. Sorry, this is why I should not go anywhere. Jeez. Oh, this one too? Both of them. Well, how does it even happen? I drove through the yard. I probably ran over some nail or something. If they're both popped, I'm kind of screwed. I just don't even want to deal with it. I haven't had breakfast yet. Gosh. All right. Well, the silver lining is this just reminded me that I left my toolkit by the door. I got it all packed up and everything, and well, I forgot to put it in here. So, oh yeah, love it. So yeah, both those tires are completely cooked. It's the fenders. The fenders got crushed, and they were just ever so slightly touching the tires. Dude, I just gotta go cut those fenders off, because if I swap the tires, they're just gonna go out again. I love how this turned into an adventure. Okay, so I'm leaving the crawler here at this farm. I talked to this Hispanic fellow, but he had no idea what I was saying. And he made like a phone call to another Hispanic fellow, went off in Spanish, and then said, no, I'm just gonna go buy 2 full wheel and tire deals at the trailer store, and it's just down the road, and just come back and try to patch this thing up real fast and get it out of there. But what do, you know? The thing I want you guys to take to heart and put into practice in your own lives, or at least try to, I know it's difficult, is to figure out how to guard your mindset and fix your attitude when shit hits the fan, and realize that when situations are out of your control, the only thing that's left that you can control is your attitude. And this one very simple tip has helped me through so many issues. One of the most common comments on my channel is that people are surprised how I deal with situations when they go to shit. And they go to shit a lot. Hey baby.
Hi.
So sorry it took me so long. I ended up just going home, getting the jack, the impact thing, and I bought the tires, so just
Okay.
I got everything.
There's a car coming, I don't want to be in their way.
I got everything I need to make this easy, so and fast, so I can get out of these people's hair. Garbage. More garbage. 20-second B-roll montage and it's all over. I don't think I'm gonna drive to Brown's camp today, at least. Not like this. I gotta go cut those fenders off and just make sure that everything's dialed, you know. I gotta figure it out. I know what happened, because I swore that I know the fenders are jacked, but I bent them up out of the way, and I stuck my hands back in there before we left. I do think it was rubbing though. I even mentioned, I heard like that rubbing sound. Here's what I think happened. We picked up a nail driving through the yard in the rear tire, and as that rear tire deflated, it basically set the front tire down on the fender and smoked it within like a few seconds. It is baking out here. It's hot. I just decided to kind of take the day, relax for a bit, reset, rather than do the traditional thing, which would be just patch it up and go. Because I always feel like I have to be at these events, I have to do it, I have to get there. It's not true, you know. I have all the time in the world. There's no rush. Last year I was going to Grindhard Plumbing's place, and the truck slid backwards and went off an embankment, and the only way to get the truck out of there, it was on the trailer, the only way to get it out was to drive over these fenders, and so they got completely wrecked. And I thought that I had fixed that, so there's a good chance that it was still rubbing, maybe when we were going over bumps or whatever, generating heat in there, and that caused the blowouts. But there's a big nail right there in this rear tire. I kind of like my theory that that nail caused all the air to leak out once we started driving, and it lowered everything, and then set this tire down, which looks pretty decent. Set it down on the fender on that edge. So whatever caused it, I just want to rule out as many things as I can, and so I'm going to cut these fenders off. I mean, it doesn't need to be pretty, it just needs to like work. I'm kind of leaning towards just making that my project this weekend, and then I don't have to blow out these tires, because this was $450 today. Look at this, like hot tire gunk. There's nails everywhere on this property. I just want you all to know, the world's a pretty crazy place right now. Obviously, it's been pretty crazy for the past few years. I just want you guys to know that you're important, and you just keep digging your heels in and keep it going, man. Just keep, oh shit. Don't know what that was. Let's go find out what broke. I'm not really sure what that noise was or why. I'm curious if maybe like the brakes were set or something. Let me try again. What the heck was that? It's fine now. I think the brakes were sticking. Classic. Trying to tell people, just keep it together, you know, keep your head on your shoulders, keep driving forward, keep working at it, keep clawing. Shit is a lot of work right now, and it seems like the general trend is to kind of like tell people to say fuck it and just go do whatever, and I don't really support that. I think, you know, I think you really need to like work hard and passionately to like set yourself up for success, but then make sure that you go out and get your shit done. I think this time we will make it to Brown's Camp, and we're gonna do some crawling, and it's gonna be a good time, and we're pulling with the 2022 Toyota Tundra, which I'm starting to warm up to. Apparently, thank you to you guys in the comment section. I've learned that I can turn off some of these beeps and chimes, and so I have an appointment to get its 10,000 mile service next week. And when I do that, we will definitely be turning off all of the alarms and stuff. I think that Toyota really missed the mark with a lot of things, and if you're curious about that, you should check out my video, the 10 things I hate about my Tundra, and I'll follow that video up soon with 10 things I love about the Tundra, because there's things to love. I'm not like totally negative about it. It's a decent truck. If you are like a Toyota fan, I don't think that you'll be terribly disappointed. All right, I will check in with you guys when we make some progress on our trip. We're getting real close now. It should be a left turn on Beaver Dam Road here in just about a second. We'll be entering the Beaver Dam Road, and yes, for the longest time I was like, this doesn't feel right, but then I realized I've only been to Brown's Camp like in the winter, like in the snow. Here we go. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so I did get a hold of my email, but it wasn't very descriptive. It just said Brown's Camp staging area, and I totally should have been here yesterday. Like, I'm pretty sure I've missed the whole thing. I think we're supposed to go out in different groups of different experience levels, and yeah, like it's like 2 o'clock now on the second day, Saturday, and like, yeah, there's nobody here. So I'll go into the camping area and see if I can find Tim's truck. All right, we made it. I got myself a little campground here with a nice little pull through. Nothing fancy, but it'll do. And I don't have a rooftop tent or anything like that, so I'm gonna throw up that core tent from Costco just right here. And I'm remembering that I don't have my mattress, which is gonna really suck because this is pretty much a gravel parking lot. I did a little review of this tent on my channel, and I was shocked of how many views it got. Like, you guys were like super interested in this thing. And I'm curious why. Like, I wanna know what is the deal? What do you like so much about these cheap ground tents? When I arrived to Brown's Camp, I had no reception, and I drove around for quite a while and I couldn't find the group, so I decided to set up my tent. Little did I know this was the second blunder of my trip, and I'd have to be relocating later. Just trying to do Drunk Max a favor and get all this stuff kind of set up for him before he arrives. There you go, buddy. That should work. Make a little nest for yourself. After getting set up, I decided to drive around and try to find the group, which is when I noticed my truck was starting to have issues. Of course, you won't see a lot of this because I lost all my GoPro footage in the process. Tim's here, by the way, which we should know from the GoPro, but just in case. We're just gonna bring the whole campsite, we're just gonna put it on the trailer, and then Tim can drive this. Why don't you drive the Tundra?
No, I want to drive this,
If you kill it, we're stuck.
This is so sick. I got it.
All right, we got our, dude, it's basically an RV now. Let's see if relocating my entire campsite works like this. I mean, the tent's pretty easy to take down. It probably would have been faster just to take it down, but whatever. Okay, so I'm rolling back in with my tent on my trailer. People are gonna be like, what the hell is going on? Nice trailer, I got something similar myself. Yeah, it's called the trailer top tent. They're the newest thing. Pretty sweet, really. I'm just gonna park up against this here rock face. This should be good. Awesome, love it. Love this truck. Love this truck. Starter boy.
Okay.
I need your help.
Here we go.
You need one person in the truck and one person tittling the starter.
Tittling.
Go ahead, give it a nice tittle. Give that thing a good finger blasting. There she is. I'm in a sea of Jeeps. There's a couple Toyota guys. There's not a lot of Toyota guys. I feel outnumbered. I'm just moving my truck right now. We were talking about doing a night run, but I don't know about that. That'd be kind of crazy. So Tim's been trying to buy my crawler all night, and I kind of want to take advantage of him, you know, like he's just so stupid. His stupid dumb face. Oh, they blew the cannon off and I missed it. I don't want to sell it though. It's so nice. It's so much fun. I can't sell it. I can't do it. Plus, he wants to barter for it, which is not cool. Oh yes, put the breakfast in my body. I actually didn't really get to wheel the Tacoma at all yesterday, unfortunately. We did do a pretty fun night run. That was cool.
We did.
Tim did a great job.
I got some body damage, possibly.
We got a little tight there, but it was fun. It was a really cool trail. Like the hillsides were neat. We saw a bunch of deer. It was cool. Today, I think we'll take the truck out a little bit. I just didn't want to do a night run with that starter having weird issues. Like, the last thing you want to do is like get stuck out somewhere when you're super tired, middle of the night, get cold and dark, and yeah. I gotta trade that charger or that starter out. We're trying to figure out where we are. So University Falls Trailhead. I want to say I saw that down somewhere in here. Gosh, I gotta get an app, guys. This is ridiculous. We would be wheeling right now if I had already had my app all figured out. Where is this spot, dude? University Falls. All right, let's just go to University Falls. Using the archaic paper map, I was unable to find any actual off-roading courses, and to top it off, anytime the truck was at a severe angle, the fuel pump would go out and kill the truck. And then we'd have to get out of the truck, fiddle with the starter to try to get the truck going, so it became very apparent that we weren't going to be doing any actual wheeling on this trip. And so we just tried to make the best of it, explore around, enjoy ourselves, and just hang out, you know? I should have fixed the starter, I should have checked the truck a little more thoroughly, I should have brought Onyx with me, but I didn't. And so, rather than be upset at myself, I just made the best of the situation, had a good time, and kept a good attitude. Dude, this is bucking. I've had it where the trailer bent so hard it popped the ball off. I'm just trying to like
minimize the accidents?
Yes. Like I just have to put that one leg down and it's fine. It'll bend on that side, but it'll be okay.
It'll be good.
So I'm headed home now, got the truck in tow. It's a successful day when you get the truck back on the trailer without breaking anything major. However, we did have starter issues and I think the fuel pump's going out. It's making a loud whine and it's not running right and it's dying. And then you kind of let it sit for a bit and it kind of works for a while, but super fun time. Had a great time on that rock pile, that was sick. So as you guys saw, this video from start to finish, all the way to the editing room was a complete blunder. It cost me, I think, $1,000 at least for the whole trip in general. And I did my very best to keep my composure and keep my cool. And I know that there's people in the audience that probably struggle with this. I'm nothing special whatsoever. I have just learned from trial and error, mostly error, that certain things help in situations like this and certain things don't. If you've ever been having a really bad day and you let your emotions get the best of you and you freak out and punch a wall, what do you think happened? Well, your day still sucks, your wall has a hole in it, your hand hurts, and your now shitty day is gonna be compounded, it's gonna be drug out through your weekend, you gotta fix the hole. Nothing about your outburst helped. And none of it was necessary. It's all comes from within. Once shit hits the fan, it's already hit the fan. There's nothing else you can do about the situation. Never play the shoulda, coulda, woulda game. Just look at the situation and realize that it is no longer in your control. The only thing that you control is your attitude. Pick your head up, laugh at your situation, laugh at yourself, smile, and figure out a way to fix the situation. If you watch my channel long enough, you'll see that I've put this into practice time and time and time again. I never let things get to me because I know that it's completely pointless. I value my time. I think it's extremely important for me to get out and go do fun stuff, and I never want to be discouraged because something happened to me 3 months ago. I don't want to be discouraged because something happened to me 3 minutes ago. I want to make sure that I can continue to have a good day and a good time. In this video's example, I blew 2 tires. You know, I was tempted to just stay home. Well, it's like I already blew the tires. It already cost me the money. Like, I got to replace it. I should at least try to salvage the situation, and that's typically where I go. Instead of looking at like, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, I should have done this. I'm so pissed at myself, getting down, getting into a negative spiral, getting into a negative place. I think it's super important to guard your mindset, stay in a constant state of positivity. Even if you're lying to yourself, you might feel so pissed off, you might be so shitty. If you just start smiling, you're already gonna start feeling better. I think it's scientifically proven, actually. The main takeaway is that you need to focus on the variables that you can control and not beat yourself up about the variables that you can't control. Remember, when shit happens, stop, acknowledge that it sucks, embrace the suck, smile, and start working on a solution. I promise that you're way better off finding the humor in your situation, laughing at your own mistakes, rather than play the shoulda, coulda, woulda game and dwell on your misfortunes. I hope that you enjoyed this video and take this message to heart. I hope that you put it into practice, and I promise you that you will be a better man for it. Thank you so much for watching. Consider hitting that thumbs up button, and if you've ever been in a situation where you completely lost your shit and it made your day so much worse, I'd love to hear about it in the comment section below, because I think that we've all been there. The last time I freaked out, I punched a dude's windshield in and f***ed my hand up. And I was ejected from the hood of a car. But these are the situations. When you lose your shit, it's only gonna get worse. And I think that's proven.
Dude, I'm sorry, that drive was ridiculous.
What was it?
I mean, it said 15 minutes on the map. I didn't know we'd be driving down dirt roads.